Tomorrow morning, your alarm will go off. You'll open your eyes, reach for your phone, and the day will already belong to someone else. A calendar, a job, a schedule, a list of things you're already behind on. You'll drink something to wake yourself up. You'll move through the morning like a person trying not to be late for a life they never fully chose, and this will feel normal. But for 99.9% of human history, none of this existed. No clocks, no bosses, no offices, no weekends, no retirement. And yet, somehow, your ancestors survived for hundreds of thousands of years. They found food, raised children, and built fires without ever knowing the time. So what did ancient humans actually do all day? The answer is stranger than you think. The modern workday might be one of our weirdest inventions. Let's start with the common picture. A hungry man running across a frozen plain, a spear in his hand, a mammoth in the distance. Ancient life was dangerous. People got injured, food could disappear, and a bad season could ruin everything. Nobody should romanticize this, but the image of constant fighting for survival is not quite right. Hunting and gathering means paying attention. It means knowing the world. It means reading footprints, wind, clouds, and silence. To survive, your ancestors did not need a clock. They needed a world they could understand. For most of human history, work was not a place you went. It was not a shift. It was mixed into everything. Walking was work. Watching was work. Repairing a tool while sitting beside a fire was work. Resting in the shade was survival, not laziness. Modern humans think of time as something empty to be filled. Ancient humans lived in a world where energy mattered more than time. If food was there, you gathered it. If the weather was bad, you waited. The day was not a straight line. It was a negotiation. Anthropologists found that in some groups, time spent getting food was far lower than we imagine. Their needs were limited and shared. You did not need to pay rent or answer emails. You needed food, water, fire, tools, people, and knowledge. That was the economy. Wealth was not numbers in a bank. Wealth was being held inside a group that knew how to live, and that changes what a day meant. Imagine a morning 40,000 years ago. The sun slowly enters the shelter. Someone stirs the fire. The day begins because the light has returned. Hunters talk and study the wind. Others gather plants. To you, a forest may look like trees. To them, it was a library. Making a stone tool was a daily relationship with matter. Hit the stone wrong, it breaks. Hit it right, and you create an edge sharper than steel. Children learned by being near the work. They watched hands, copied movements, and played at hunting. Learning happened while living. Humans conquered the world because we were social. A group can plan, surround, teach, and care for the injured. That means the day was social. Talking, laughing, and grooming were the glue of survival. If nobody trusts you, you die. They maintained relationships to make the group real. Gossip is one of the oldest human technologies. Who is generous? Who is skilled? The group stored social information in conversation, and after work, there was time. They carved, painted, and sang. At some point, an ancient human carried light into a cave to paint an animal. Ancient humans were not only trying to survive, they were trying to mean something. Much of their day would look inefficient to an office. Then, everything changed with agriculture. It allowed civilization, but it tied humans to fields. The day became heavier and less flexible. Once food could be stored, it could be counted, owned, and taken. Rules and systems began to control human time from the outside. The clock changed what time is. Before, time was local. Dawn, sunset, moon. After, time became abstract, measurable, and sellable. Factories changed the rhythm again. A machine does not get tired or care about sunrise. Factory bells replaced birds. Shifts replaced sunlight. This is the world you inherited. A world where being busy feels moral and your worth is connected to how much of your day someone else uses. Modern life saved us from diseases, but created forms of suffering ancient humans wouldn't recognize. The inbox, the commute, the fear of rent. Ancient humans lived in a day that had not yet been broken into pieces. They had danger and hunger, but they had integration. Maybe waiting is the part we lost most completely. For ancient humans, waiting was how the mind wandered far enough to imagine something new. So tomorrow morning, when your alarm goes off, remember this. They rose when the world called them. Their day was a relationship, not a race. We did not invent work. Work was always there, but we invented the workday. And then we forgot we had invented it.